Hello. How you guys? So, they dumbass look even stupider because you know what? You ain't say shit. And grandma said that's what they want too. I said she gonna take matters into her own hands. And that's gonna be, you know what? A major complaint. And they act like, you know what? It's okay, boo. But it ain't. See? Dumbass niggas. I said, yeah, she be talking about this all the motherfucking time, and y'all think that what? She ain't talking about y'all stupid asses. I said, she talking about y'all dumb asses. And I said, no, I don't think she talking about the us. Yeah, we are talking about y'all. And grandma said, shit, that's my bitch. What up, bitch? Get your shit done and move forward. I said, yeah, I'll be waiting for the time too. I said, shoot, you didn't put in a multitude of things, acting like, you know what, you ain't hardly doing nothing. I said, this one is doing everything. The other one ain't hardly doing anything. God said, that's what they know here too. I said, shit, you doing everything, huh? They directing everything over there. And I said, you see this shit? I said, just sit here for a second and you will analyze things for yourself. And grandma said, that's what they got. A whole eye full. I said, yeah. And they know how to take care of things in a diplomatic way. And I said, that's them. Diplomacy. I know you. I said, you know what? And I think I know your people too. And I said, yeah, that's her. She'll take care of this, take care of that, take care of all this. And you know what? She ain't gonna stop until it's done. But once it's done, she'll relax. And grandma said, that's what you showed them too. You know how to relax, boo, and not have a care in the world. And I said, dang, boo, you just shut down like that? Yes, it's over. And I said, ain't that the truth? We have hung up is here. It says fascinated, obsessive attachment, and focusing in. People is focused on you, boo. Because you know what? You get the job done. And you don't stop until it's completed. And grandma said, and you got that done in the midst of this, in the midst of that. I said, oh, okay. So now I see someone needs to really see you. And I said, yeah, you don't play. And you ain't got time for games, boo. And God said, that's what they know here too. Fuego is here. It says chemistry, intense passion, and things are heating up. God says, shoot, I think that one don't want you in a toxic way, but they don't want you to, you know what, feel like you need to move forward quickly to something else. And God said, that's what they know here too. I said, yeah, this all happening because of you, not because of someone else. And they know that here, boo. Yeah, it says journey, missing someone, and reminiscing. They like, you know what? I can't even say nothing bad about you, but when you don't have support, you be like deuces. And God said, that's what they know about you too. I said, this one, if they don't have support, they'll be bouncing like until they can find something else. And God said, it's you. They know the inside track about you, boo. You work hard and get everything done and do a multitude of things. But if you ain't got no support, you like, shoot, I'm out of here. And that's your truth. Yeah, the glow up is here. It says major transformation, drastic changes, and self improvement. Grandma says, shoot, I just think that, you know what? You need to just transfer, boo. So I can see you every day and we can chop it up and you know what? We'll be cooled in a mug. Somebody wants you to transfer to somewhere. And God said, that's what's going to happen here too. It says spiritual narcissist is here. It says spiritually egotistical, superiority complex, and spiritual manipulation. God says, shoot, but you don't fall for the okey doke. And they like, yeah, I need some more spiritual lessons from you, boo. Everybody is learning from you. That's what y'all need to know. A lot of y'all Leo women born August 12th, 1976, you are a master teacher number 22. And God said, that's what you are, boo. A master teacher number 22. And you teach people manners. And God said, that little bitch got the whole gist. And God said, ain't that the truth? Shit. I said, that little bitch, okay, crazy than motherfucker, baby. You think that what? You something to play with? Shit. You get one of them cast iron skillets and pop somebody upside the fucking head and be like, oh, I guess you will know next time not to do that. I'll beat you upside the head, bitch. And God said, ain't that the truth? Liquid courage is here. It says bravery, confidence, intoxicated, and odd behavior. Grandma looking at you saying, shoot, you ain't on nothing, but everybody else is. And God said, that's what they so fascinated with you about. You ain't on nothing, boo. You ain't no drug head, no. You ain't. Ex-lover is here. It says memories, the past, old flame, and nostalgic energy. So there's an ex-lover that is missing you, boo. Oh my God. Why does these niggas keep popping in the readings? This ex-lover is missing you. They thinking about you. They yearning you and all this other stuff. Nigga drinking and everything, getting high, thinking about you. This nigga is getting high, thinking about you. Oh, damn. And that's your truth. Yeah. We don't have anxiety, okay? Some anxiety came out in reverse, boo. Grandma said, yeah. They don't feel like, you know what? You even know who they are. And you don't care. They like, shoot, you don't care, baby. I said, I fucks with you. That's what's up. Somebody fucks with you the long way, boo. Yeah, unexpected. Someone thought that you would be feeling this way, feeling that way, and all this. No, you ain't feeling no type of way. They wanted you to have anxiety or stress or something, but for what? You got shit to do. And God said that's what they know here too. I said, you know what? I fucks with you, baby. Let me stop trying to intervene in your shit that you got to get done. And that's your truth here too. Ex-lover is looking like, yeah, I need to come with some type of peace. These ex-lovers need to come with peace. These ex-lovers need to come with some form of preparation, some form of completion for you. Not just coming with some passion. What kind of mess is that? You need more, boo. You need more, boo. Shoot. God said, ain't that the truth? Yeah, we have friends is here. It says acquaintances, trust, support, and loyalty. God says, sure. Even your friends looking at you like, sure. They need to come with more than what they have ever came with before, too. You have a lot of people that just have not been given what you deserve, and they know that. Yeah, secret crush is here. So you got some friends that got a secret crush on you, too. Oh, wow. We need to know about the money. We need to know about that's what we need to know about, okay? So you got some ex-lovers and some friends, boo. They wanted you to be all up in your feelings and feeling anxiety, stress, and worry, but you ain't. You don't feel that way. These people want you to be feeling a certain type of way, man. And it's not a good way. So why do they think that, you know what, it's okay for them to want you to be in a state of duress? And they put themselves in a state of duress, trying to put you in a state of duress. Weirdos. You attract weirdos, boo. Yeah, we have the energy here of lack and doubt is in reverse. And we have present, abundant, and gratitude in reverse. Yeah. Dealing with these people, They selfish. They loved it when you was all about them, when you was forgetting about yourself and pouring into them and giving them everything they want and paying attention to them and not paying attention to yourself. And and God said, that ain't gonna happen no more. Yeah, messages and dreams. So you're about to receive some dreams, boo. You're about to be, locked down. Some of y'all finna be, married and engaged and all this other stuff. Okay. There's some people that's coming back in your life. Shoot. Yeah, we have remembrance and awakening is here. Okay. I'm feeling like the energy of the sun. You know how when you go outside and you know what, the sun is beaming and it's kind of chilly, but then it warms you up. I'm feeling that feeling for you. There's gonna be, a healing feeling, boo. Yeah, disharmony, triggers, and conflict. God said, you know what? You have been maintaining the status quo of your own mind, of your own situation by yourself. And they act like it's okay. God said, I'm ruffling all of these Negroes' feathers. God is creating drama for these people, boo, since they want to create drama for you. Yep, fulfillment and wishes here. You gonna get what you deserve, you know. And I know it looks weird, it just looks weird all around. And God says, sure, you've always had to heal situations. And I'm trying to heal it in a different way. And that's what you need to know here too. Yeah. And ancestors and guides is here. Assistance is here. So God is trying to heal it in a different way. Tell me more. For Leo women born August 12th, 1976. It says, this connection bores me to death. I need something more exciting. This is what they not telling you, okay? It says, I feel empty and hollow inside. I can't open up right now. That's these ex-lovers and friends. Yeah, it says, I can't be vulnerable with you. I'd rather hide in the darkness before I let you see the inside of me. I'm getting that one song, Tell Me Again. Tell me again, my baby, that we'll be lovers and friends. God says, shoot, you ain't got time for that. So there are, okay, feelings of anger inside me that I need to cure or need to heal before I explode here too. Yeah, it says, I feel cold and detached from this connection. I can't feel emotions right now. So what's the point of even coming towards you? Hello? You know what I'm saying? This is what they ain't telling you. That's the dark secret, dark connection card. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of even coming towards you? That's what I'm talking about. If you know all this stuff on the inside of you, what do you want to do? You want to waste Leo women time, effort, and energy. Like what they want. This be pissing me off. We don't want nothing. You ain't exciting enough. You ain't toxic enough. Okay. And they still want to come and be what? All up in your face? All up in your world? Yeah, we have the emperors here. You're in a state of, you know what? Control. You is controlling yourself, boo. From all this stupid stuff that's coming every which way. It's all dumb. And you got to the point where you look at people like, yeah, it's stupid. It don't make sense. And you're really fed up. Yeah, the Four of Swords energy. God is learning how to, you know what, put something to rest now. God is learning some lessons too. God says, show. And I am. God said, you don't want to deal with shit no more. We got the Six of Swords energy is here. And my people don't want to deal with shit no more either. Moving forward, moving ahead. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands energy is here. Someone is fascinated by you, okay? Oh my God, now you got another stalker, boo. Now you got somebody that want to look at you all up in your face. See what's going on with you, okay? Waste your time, effort, and energy. Now you got somebody else that, you know what, finds you fascinating, boo. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles energy is here. So juggling something is here, okay? Ain't nobody got time for this, you know. They just don't have time for it. This is a I can't. I'm so irritated today, y'all. I'm so irritated. I'm just like, whatever. When I get like this is when I really need to just be by myself, y'all. I don't need to. I'm good. Stay the hell away from me. So I might explode. Okay. And this is why I do these videos, because it helps me. This is a coping mechanism, coping method. Yeah, it says there is not enough, okay, confidence to fuel this situation. It says no to your question, and it says this will backfire. Oh, shoot. It says, okay, taking a break will help you recharge. This situation requires all your energy and time. It says your intentions are not clear, and it says it's safe for you to make that adjustment. Overall energy, not enough energy is being put into this. So whatever is going on, I gotta put some energy into something. I don't know what it could be, boo. I don't know. These people get on my nerves. I'm tired of people. I really am. I'll be looking at people like y'all don't even know. I just don't know what I'll be thinking, man. Like, it's like, what's the point, man? But this helps me, you know, get out my feelings. If I don't do this, who knows what I would be doing out here in these broke ass streets, baby. Shit. Planning somebody's demise. Trying to see where I can get a motherfucking 45 or a motherfucking Glock. Y'all better leave me alone. Be like, I told them to leave me alone and they just wouldn't get it. I just had to blow their head away. Damn. They just didn't listen. And that's why I do this. Because, man, it's healing. Look, Daniel is here. God is, okay, trying to put together a union here, boo. Okay, with this nigga. Okay, Daniel is here. It says, I am the angel of marriage and I am assisting you right now. Yeah, it says Celeste came out. So it says a happy move or a new place. No, a happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. It says this movement will usher in new positivity. So there's some, you know, positivity in here, boo. Okay. Yeah. Take care of yourself, okay? Give yourself a sea salt bath, a massage, or something. You know, you deserve it, boo, okay? Damn. You deserve it. Shit. Y'all Leo women born August 12th, 1976. Shoot. The world is weird, man. I be looking at these people like, y'all don't even know. I don't care. I don't care. I care about my children. I care about myself. That's what I care about. So you have 3 cards coming out. Adulting level. It says forget to cry in the shower again. So no need for you to cry, shed no tears or no feelings, no emotions. God said, I got that. Okay. God is helping you with your emotions, boo. It says say no like it's okay, your superpower, because it is. See, say no. Tell them, you know what, that's okay. You don't want to be a part of no BS. Tell people no, boo. Yeah, it says finishing the task and I'll buy the whole fucking cookie aisle is here too. Interesting. So that's all I have for you guys. Bye.